Going into Good Boy, I honestly didn't know what to expect. I'd heard all the weird production stories, how it was shot over 3 years, how the dog was practically the only cast member for most of the film, and how it mixed horror, drama, and emotion in such a strange way. It sounded like one of those movies that could either be something genius or completely bizarre. The concept alone was fascinating, but I had no idea how a movie like that would actually work. Still, the mystery of it all made me curious enough to check it out, and I'm really glad I did. Because after watching it, I can confidently say I absolutely loved this movie. Good Boy completely caught me off guard with how emotional, unique, and powerful it was. What could have easily been a weird gimmick turned into something genuinely moving. This film isn't just about a dog, it's about your loyalty, grief, loneliness, and how much we depend on those who love us unconditionally, even when we don't realize it. It's one of those movies that quietly sneaks up on you, and by the time it's over, you're left stunned by how much it made you feel. For a film that's mostly about a dog and his human, it hit way harder than I expected. The story follows Andy, a loyal dog living with his owner Todd, who recently inherited his late grandfather's old farmhouse. When they move in, strange things start to happen. Hearing noises in the night, doors creaking open, and an overall sense that something dark is lurking in the house. But what makes this story so unique is that most of it is told from Andy's perspective. He's the one noticing the changes, watching Todd slowly unravel under the influence of whatever sinister presence haunts the place. It's heartbreaking and terrifying all at once, because Andy doesn't understand what's happening, he just wants to help. The film builds this tension so subtly that you almost forget there aren't any traditional horror scares. Instead, the horror comes from watching this innocent dog witness things spiral beyond his control. What truly blew me away was how effective everything was. Despite the small scope, Indy's performance is phenomenal. It sounds weird saying that about a dog, but it carries the entire movie effortlessly. You can feel emotion in every look, movement, and sound it makes. The sets are fantastic for such a low-budget film, and the farmhouse itself becomes a character. Cold, creaky, and filled with atmosphere. The cinematography is absolutely gorgeous, with clever use of lighting and perspective that makes the viewer feel like they're living in the dog's world. The direction is outstanding too. You can tell there were real love and patience put into every frame, and that ending, wow, it's beautiful, haunting, and one of the most emotionally satisfying finales I've seen all year. If there's one criticism I have, it's that this movie probably should have been a short film. While I loved it, there isn't a ton of story to fill 90 minutes, and a few moments drag a bit in the middle. You can definitely feel that the concept might have been tighter in a shorter format. Also, there's a certain repetitiveness to the structure where scenes start to feel similar after a while, but even with those small issues, the film's emotional power, direction, and atmosphere easily make up for it. Overall, Good Boy 2025 is a one-of-a-kind experience. Strange, emotional, haunting, and heartfelt. It's a story about loyalty and love, and told in a way I've never seen before. Everything from the directing to the cinematography, and especially the dog's performance, is fantastic. It's a slow emotional burn that completely sticks the landing. I absolutely love this movie, and I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. What did you think of Good Boy? Did the concept work for you, or did you find it a bit too unusual? Personally, I think it's one of those films that proves how creative and emotional low-budget cinema can be. Anyway, that's my take. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next review. Take care.